Tensions at Red Bull are high as Verstappen threatens Red Bull bosses. McLaren reveals secret flexi wing advantage, and Hamilton's time at Ferrari so far has been analyzed. Do consider subbing. Let's get into the latest F1 news. Max Verstappen's recent social media activity sparked a whirlwind of discussion within the Formula One community. Amid reports of his dissatisfaction with Red Bull's driver swap decision, he liked a post from former F1 driver Guido van der Garde. This post criticized the team's choice to demote Liam Lawson, suggesting that it felt more like bullying than a straightforward call based on performance. Just last Thursday, Red Bull Racing announced major lineup changes, reinstating Lawson to the team, while Yuki Tsunoda claimed his seat. This decision came only 2 races into the 2025 F1 season, leaving many in shock. While Lawson acknowledged his own performance wasn't up to par during the Shanghai race, the rapid decision to oust him left fans and pundits alike questioning the team's judgment. Former racers and pundits like David Coulthard and Guenther Steiner voiced their concerns. You're urging Red Bull to provide Lawson with at least one more race before making such a drastic choice. However, team principal Christian Horner maintained that the swift decision was ultimately for Lawson's benefit. He stated that it was a duty of care to support Lawson during these challenging times, allowing him to gain valuable experience with a team he knows well. The brutal landscape of Formula One is no stranger to mid-season changes, but this situation has drawn significant attention. Van der Garde publicly criticized how Red Bull handled Lawson's promotion and demotion, branding it as panic-driven and detrimental to a young driver's spirit. He expressed his frustration over the expectations placed upon drivers in F1, highlighting that while high performance is crucial, the pressure can sometimes lead to detrimental decisions. The sentiment within the paddock reflects a broader discussion about the pressures faced by drivers at the highest level of motorsport. Van der Garde, echoing the struggles many have faced on the road to F1, reminded fans and players alike of the dedication it takes to reach this level. He emphasized that while underperformance might warrant consequences, the swift judgment without additional opportunities can compromise a young driver's confidence and career. As this unfolding drama continues, the F1 fandom is left to ponder the balance between performance expectations and the humane approach to fostering young talent. With Lawson's journey still ahead, there is a call for resilience and determination to overcome the early setbacks of his campaign. In an unexpected twist, Red Bull's recent decision to replace Liam Lawson with Yuki Tsunoda has sparked a whirlwind of reactions, with Max Verstappen's approval catching everyone's attention. Despite being a team leader, Verstappen reportedly disagrees with the management's choice to drop Lawson after merely 2 races. According to reports from De Telegraph, there are strong sentiments echoing Verstappen's discontentment. It has been suggested that the decision reflects negatively on Red Bull's approach, treating Lawson unfairly after he worked tirelessly to seize this remarkable opportunity in Formula One. Insiders have expressed that 2 races are far too few to evaluate a driver's potential. One anonymous contact disclosed, "It is totally unfair to treat Liam like this. To ditch him so fast is seriously bad. It smacks of a team in chaos." This sentiment was noticeably echoed by the Daily Mail, further intensifying the scrutiny around Red Bull's swift actions and the impact on Lawson's budding career. While Verstappen has not made an official statement, he hinted during the Chinese Grand Prix that Lawson's struggles may be more related to the car dynamics than the driver's capabilities. Reflecting on the ongoing competition, Verstappen stated, "If you look at the difference between the 2 drivers at other teams, they are all closer together." He went on to suggest that under different circumstances with a more manageable car, Lawson could potentially outperform his current performance, as he believes the Racing Bull's car might cater better to a driver's needs. Now, with Lawson back as a competitor at Racing Bulls and Tsunoda stepping in for Red Bull, the dynamics shift considerably. The F1 environment is unforgiving, and Lawson's experience resonates as a cautionary tale within the paddock, highlighting the brutal realities of this high-stakes sport. In summary, the switch from Lawson to Tsunoda raises plenty of questions about driver assessment processes within teams. As the F1 world eagerly awaits the unfolding of this narrative, the collaboration between Verstappen and Tsunoda promises new dynamics, but fans can't help but wonder about the ramifications of Lawson's early exit from the spotlight. McLaren has made waves in Formula One's latest flexi wing saga, but their so-called secret weapon is not what you might expect. While the discussions swirl around various technical innovations, McLaren CEO Zak Brown points to a crucial element behind the scenes: team principal Andrea Stella. Brown claims that Stella is the real secret weapon and potentially the best team principal in the entire sport. As the 2025 season kicked off, McLaren entered as one of the favorites for the title. They didn't disappoint, delivering impressive performances with victories in both the Australian and Chinese Grand Prix. Notably, Lando Norris clinched the win in Melbourne, followed closely by teammate Oscar Piastri, who secured a 1-2 finish in Shanghai. It was an incredible showcase, considering Norris had to manage a long brake pedal issue during the race. However, amidst these triumphs, the flexi-wing debate looms large in Formula One. The FIA implemented a new technical directive as the season progressed, in response to concerns regarding rear-wing flexing. Surveillance measures, including rear-facing cameras during practice sessions, were introduced to monitor compliance. Despite all teams being cleared after the Melbourne race, the FIA recognized the need for stricter assessments, prompting further scrutiny of the situation. McLaren found themselves at the center of this flexi-wing drama last season with their innovative Mini DRS rear-wing design. They proactively engaged with the FIA to refine their engineering solutions. Despite being cleared for 2025, rumblings from rival teams, particularly Red Bull, suggested that McLaren and Ferrari might still be pushing the boundaries with their designs. After celebrating their 1-2 finish in China, Brown took the opportunity to address the speculation around their secret weapon. He noted that the results weren't just about the car's performance, but outlined how strategy played a pivotal role. Acknowledging the challenging circumstances surrounding Norris's brake issues, he credited the team's exemplary strategy and the strength of their driver lineup as integral parts of their success. But it was Andrea Stella who emerged as the standout point in his commentary. Brown emphasized that having the best team principal at the helm significantly contributes to their competitive edge. The collaboration and dedication from everyone at McLaren, both at their McLaren Technology Center and on the racetracks, have been instrumental in delivering such impressive results this early in the season. In essence, while flexi wings and technical directives dominate the headlines, McLaren's true strength may lie within their leadership and the coherent teamwork that is driving them forward in this thrilling season. The synergy between strategic thinking and exceptional talent is helping them stand tall against their competitors. As we look ahead, it's clear that McLaren is not just aiming for success on the track, but also redefining what it means to be a leader in the world of Formula One. As we delve into the excitement from the recent Chinese Grand Prix, there are several key talking points to discuss, starting with the intriguing case of Liam Lawson. The question on everyone's mind: who should Red Bull consider as their best driver options moving forward? Let's not forget about Andrea Stella, who has been the mastermind behind McLaren's incredible transformation. Since taking the helm in 2023, he has shifted McLaren's standing from one of the slowest teams in Formula One to the reigning Constructors' Champions. It's a remarkable feat that showcases his expertise and leadership in an incredibly competitive environment. Last year, Stella secured a multi-year contract, and as the 2025 season approaches, McLaren secured a similar contract for driver Oscar Piastri. This move is seen as crucial. According to McLaren's CEO, Zak Brown, locking in Piastri is critical for the whole team. Stability in the team is paramount, ensuring that they all work cohesively and effectively. The synergy between the drivers has been electric. Both Lando Norris and Piastri have come back from the winter break with renewed focus, showcasing their technical understanding and readiness to dominate. It's a delight to see them both operating at the top of their game, and the results reflect their hard work. The early standings have Norris leading the F1 2025 Drivers' Championship by 8 points over the four-time world champion Max Verstappen, while McLaren holds a solid lead in the Constructors' Championship. As we look at the grand tapestry of Formula One, we can't overlook the drama and intrigue surrounding Red Bull's potential in-season driver swaps. Historically, they've made disbanding decisions with various drivers that have seen both successes and blunders. If we take a glance back at Red Bull's previous swaps, the effectiveness of these changes can paint a clearer picture of the kind of strategy the team might employ in the future. Additionally, the question of driver lineups for the coming 2025 season is buzzing among fans and analysts alike. With the season unfolding, it's essential to keep an eye on penalty points being allocated, especially as Verstappen edges closer to a ban threshold. With more competitions ahead, F1 2025 promises to deliver thrilling head-to-head statistics among teammates and perhaps even introduce some wild surprises. So buckle up as we race ahead into a season filled with drama, competition, and the thrill of the track. Ferrari has recently shared an update regarding Lewis Hamilton's transition into the team, and it's a mixed bag of exciting possibilities and ongoing challenges. Team principal Fred Vasseur described Hamilton's adaptation with a candid yes and no response, reflecting the complexity of the situation. As Hamilton embarks on this new chapter of his Formula One career with Ferrari, the journey so far has had its highs and lows. In just 2 race weekends, Hamilton captured a thrilling sprint victory in China, but faced disappointing performance during the Australian and Chinese Grand Prix. Let's talk about that standout moment in Shanghai. After a somewhat quiet debut in Melbourne, Hamilton lit up the track by securing both the sprint pole and victory, dominating from the very start. However, his race pace during the main Grand Prix didn't match the excitement of his qualifying performance. Although he started strong, a strategic 2-stop pit strategy didn't pan out as hoped, and he ultimately finished behind his teammate, Charles Leclerc. Adding to the day's woes, both Hamilton and Leclerc faced disqualification due to exceeding plank wear and an underweight car, respectively. It's a reminder of how quickly fortunes can change in Formula One. When asked about Hamilton's progression, Vasseur highlighted the tentative nature of Hamilton's adaptation. He mentioned that while Hamilton has shown glimmers of brilliance, he's still getting accustomed to the intricacies of the car and its functions. Vasseur believes the key to Hamilton's future success lies in his comfort level, saying that it's not a crisis but a natural part of the adaptation process. Reflecting on the unpredictability of the early season, Vasseur emphasized the need for patience. He recognized that fans and the team must remain calm amidst the ups and downs of the racing season. "We are not world champions yet," he remarked, underscoring the importance of perspective in this demanding sport. The team principal underscored the competitive nature of the grid, noting that discrepancies in performance can be measured in tenths of seconds. Factors like tire usage and balance can dramatically impact race positions, illustrating why the standings can shift unexpectedly. Hamilton's journey with Ferrari is just beginning, and as he navigates this new landscape, all eyes will be on how he evolves with the team. For fans of F1, it's clear that the season ahead promises to be packed with excitement, challenges, and opportunities for growth. Stay tuned as we continue to follow Hamilton's journey and the dynamics within the Ferrari garage this season. After all, we're just getting started, and there's plenty more action to witness on the track. In the latest racing season, Lewis Hamilton faced a troublesome series of events that left fans questioning the potential of Ferrari. Reflecting on his experience, Hamilton explained that racing isn't just about speed, it's also about strategy. After experiencing a solid performance in the sprint event, Hamilton's fortunes took a downturn during the Grand Prix. He shared that setup changes were made to the Ferrari, aimed at improving performance, but ultimately they had the opposite effect. Hamilton commented, "I was struggling with performance and the car became worse after the changes." Despite their best efforts, the adjustments didn't yield the anticipated results, making his race even more challenging. Hamilton detailed how they had a pretty decent car during the sprint, which made it all the more frustrating to see those improvements backfire. "We made the car quite a bit worse going into qualifying, and then it was evident in the race. It's unfortunate, but there's still a lot to learn from this," he reflected. He highlighted the struggle to keep pace with competitors, particularly mentioning the long pit stops that hindered their chances. As fans dig deeper into Ferrari's strategy, speculation arose regarding ride height adjustments to the SF25. Hamilton, however, dismissed that notion, clarifying that while changes were made, they were not as drastic as rumored. He noted that the combination of adjustments impacted performance significantly. All the pieces together made it quite a bit worse. In light of this roller coaster, the double disqualification in China saw Ferrari slide to 5th in the constructors' standings, trailing McLaren by a substantial margin. As the season progresses, both Hamilton and Ferrari have a steep hill to climb. Meanwhile, fans continue to look for signs of resilience and teamwork within the Ferrari camp. With Charles Leclerc voicing his frustrations, it's clear the team's morale is being tested. Yet, through these trials, there is the potential for Ferrari to regroup and emerge even stronger as they adapt to the challenges ahead. Stay tuned to see how Hamilton and Ferrari bounce back in the upcoming races, as the road to recovery is just beginning. Fans are eager to see how these changes will affect the competitiveness of teams, including McLaren and Mercedes. As we dive into the F1 2025 season, Valtteri Bottas has made headlines with his commitment to Mercedes. Having participated in the Australian and Chinese Grand Prix, he's ready to take on the role of the team's third driver. Bottas has expressed his intention to be present at all 24 races this season. In an open letter on Mercedes' website, he shared, "As the third driver, I'll be at every race, involved with everything to do with performance on and off the track." His dedication goes beyond just showing up. He aims to offer insights into car setup and driving strategies, leveraging his extensive experience. Bottas is determined to contribute meaningfully to the team's performance. The former main driver emphasized the importance of teamwork, stating that he's committed to analyzing data and supporting both George and Kimi. "I'll be getting stuck into data, looking at George and Kimi's onboards, providing that extra pair of eyes," he mentioned. His background places him in a unique position to aid the team's development, especially with the new W16 model. Bottas also highlighted his preparations at the factory, spending significant time in the simulator for development work. Learning about the new car has been a priority as he gets ready for the races. He humorously recounted his Valentine's Day experience doing a seat fit, exclaiming, "It was love at second sight. Turns out, my old seat from 2021 still fits just fine." Alongside his technical role, Bottas has plans to engage with fans through marketing activities and social media. There will be some marketing and partner days too, and TikToks of course. "I think we'll have some fun moments on social media this year, so keep your eyes peeled." With his eye firmly on the season ahead, Bottas expressed hope for the future. "Then we'll see what the year brings and what 26 brings." His commitment to being involved race by race not only strengthens his bond with Mercedes, but also heightens anticipation for how his influence will play out throughout the year. Stay tuned to see how Bottas' contributions impact the team and the thrilling battles ahead in F1 2025.